San Diego 6 News in the Morning. Your station for balanced news.
Welcome back. Given the state of our economy and the way the world is changing with new technology, there is a big question hitting baby boomers. Is it too late to try something new career-wise? Darlene Quinn is the author of Twisted Webs, and she has an answer to that question and a very strong opinion about it. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Now, am I allowed to reveal your age on camera?
You absolutely are.
Okay, 73 years old. You look amazing. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And you have had so many different jobs, so many different types of career paths, and it wasn't until you were 70 though that you released your first book. This, of course, your second one, Twisted Webs, and you kind of just decided later on in life, hey, I want to do something new, right?
Absolutely. Actually, I've sort of been reinventing myself my whole entire life. I keep finding things I really like to do. And if you look at my past, I was a school teacher. I had my own modeling and fashion classes, charm classes for young girls. And then the first time I really looked at reinventing myself was after I was forced to quit teaching when I had a one-year-old daughter who was severely deaf. When I went back into the workforce, I had this checkered resume. I'd worked with the underprivileged, I'd worked with the Miss Universe pageant, I'd done all this, and so I put together this resume, which was something like being all dressed up with nowhere to go. And so I did something brilliant. I didn't know it was brilliant at the time, but I found out later. What I did with this checkered resume, I knew that if I handed it into a personnel department, I'd get a very nice letter saying, if something comes up that requires all these skills,
we'll let you know. Yeah.
Instead, I called. I'd had beauty and fashion classes through the Bullock's department store. So I decided, okay, who runs this place? I sent my resume to the CEO. Now, when I found out how brilliant that was when I was later hired as corporate training director for the Bullock stores, and then got onto the management team of the specialty store division, Bullock's Wilshire, and reported to the president. The man at the top is not going to call you in for an interview. But what that man is going to do is he is going to hand that to his personnel executive and say, take care of this. It at least assures you of getting in the door.
And that's really important these days. I mean, as you mentioned, such a checkered resume. Now you're writing, you're doing so many other things. What's your advice to baby boomers right now? Because we know what the job market looks like out there. It's tough for people who are over the age of 50 to find something new, start over again. What do you recommend for them right now?
Okay, I think number one is follow your passion. Number two, sort of check out your talents, your skills. And that's kind of a what came first, the chicken or the egg, because usually we're passionate about things we're pretty good at.
Right.
Or if we really find a passion, we get better. And the other thing is we have today, more than any other time, I think, a way of networking. Not just one-on-one, but with the social networks. And it is amazing how many people there are out there that are willing to help us.
Great.
And, you know, I never expected to be an author.
Right.
I grew up when the education system thought it was kind of cool to teach sight reading rather than phonics. And my greatest creativity came in spelling. Now I have the job that I love more than any other, and I'm able to talk and write about the things that really interest me.
Good for you. Now, Twisted Webs, we only have about 30 seconds. Real quick, it's a fictional story. Tell us a little bit about it.
I write fiction,
okay.
Character-based fiction based on real events. I write what I like to read, fast-paced, suspenseful, where I feel smarter about things I've heard and read about without having to work too hard.
All right, there you go. There, the book is on your screen right now, Twisted Webs. Congratulations on all of your success. Very inspiring, I think, for a lot of our viewers this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, for more information, just go to our website, san diego6.com, and click on Hot Topics.